too much of this.
Way too much resistance.
Yeah, so it's like hardness to succeed.
I could flow a hell of a lot more, and I don't.
Yes.
And I do at times, and then I don't.
Yes. In college, I wrote a paper about it, an artist. I'm an artist, so I had to write a paper about an artist. And Louise Nevelson was a famous Cubist sculptor, and she was right there along Picasso and all the other Cubist artists in New York City and throughout the world. And it was before women's lib. If you study her life, you would believe that nobody told her that it was a man's world. It just didn't. It didn't compute. She just made art and published it and just kept at it. And she became a millionaire. She just kept like, don't die with a song left in you kind of thing. So strength equaling vision and action relaxed, like consistent, natural action with I'm going to bring my true self to the world. And nothing is actually in my way. There isn't anybody in my way. I don't have to push. I have my own lane. There's no competing. When I have my own lane, I'm going to compete with. So
and funny you say that, because that's become my new phrase as of the past week. I'm going to stay in my lane. I'm going to stay in my lane. Really funny you say that.
Okay. So as you say, I'm going to stay in my own lane. As your energies kind of land and it starts to fill the root chakra, you're going to have to deal with your stuff. What you did share with me, the storyline a bit, you could see how you would not feel safe. You lost connection to your own father. Biologically, there's this program in us that's protector. So you lost that and you had to find a way to reaccess that, that strength, that protector strength. So you're gonna have to deal with that stuff so you become clearer with yourself. You may have done some things to put that off, that work. You know, you haven't been ready yet to really work on that. Have you ever connected with your dad, or have you ever?
We did, but he unfortunately passed away 5 years ago now. But we did, so I feel very blessed that we had that opportunity.
Excellent.
And with my mother, you know, with her leaving, I get it. She had to come. We're originally from Colombia, and she had to come here to have a surgery. It wasn't a choice, but the mind of a 6-year-old just didn't get the need for that. So
okay, I get it. So right now you have flows of energy on the right and left, more balanced. Do you feel a little bit more balanced just talking with me and facing these issues?
Yeah, I actually love talking about what has happened in my life, and I feel very proud of where I am, where I have been with, you know, there are a lot of people that use those things as a crutch, and they stay in that energy and never, you know, move forward to better. And I feel I'm very proud of myself for what I've accomplished.
And I am too. I am so happy to connect with you. I feel a lift. You're a bright light. I gave you some nudges to try and look at patterns that are in the way. You could do the same for me at some point too. I'm a work in progress, but you put yourself out there, and it took some giving qualities. You're being vulnerable. We have a flow of energy on the right and left with you. And in the middle, it's not, the right and left aren't connecting waist down, like through the aura. So we want to look at how a natural new way of walking in life can present, where the female and the male start walking together in your own being and being in partnership. And that may help you have more success in partnership in life.
Yeah, and that actually makes sense. And funny you mentioned the word partnership, because that is an area that I want to be better at. Not necessarily just in love, but in friendships and in all areas to have more synergy. I think you hit the nail on the head.
Right, it's more synergy. It's beautiful.
Mm.
So it's a challenge for you to have those two sides get along.
Mhm.
In terms of basic nuts and bolts, like, because it's a foundation part of your aura.
Mm.
On higher levels, you have way more ability to integrate. You can, you watch, maybe you watch TV shows and read books that your vision is perfect on coupleship and how it would look to get along. You have profound intuitive ability to assess other people's dynamics and maybe even mention a few things that would help them harmonize. And the next chapter of your life is to try and use all of that talent on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Um,
been told to me often, that I bring a sense of comfort, and I'm able to sit down and help my friends bring their problems and make them look like not a big deal. How do I fix me?
yeah, there you go. How do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that can easily translate to you easily. So the tangle energy and the way your heart space works, it's going to take a little bit of tough love on self. And someone that's a helper like me has to look at this consistently. If I want to stay in my integrity, I stay in my own balance and make sure I'm not getting lost in people's fields, I have to watch out for the drug that is helping others. Like sort of like,
Mhm.
see
Makes
this.
sense.
You want to like be able to love people's non-like of you as much as they like you. Like, so when someone likes me, yes. When someone doesn't like me, yes.
Mhm.
That's what's a person who has a powerful root chakra does. The root chakra says I'm safe.
Yeah.
And so when you don't like me, I say yes to not being liked. And when you do like me, I say yes to being liked.
Yeah.
And
And
maybe
then not being liked is not a very comfortable zone for me. I feel I constantly am craving approval, and that's still probably the little kid in me that,
yeah, so let's see. So it helps me to relax from being praised and focus on being appreciated. People give me generous feedback and I'll go, oh, thank you. I need to let that in. Someone calls me the most beautiful man in the world. That's different. That's ego stuff. Soon I'm going to get the opposite statement. That's going to be a polarity.
Mhm.
So I want to get clear on what praise is and appreciation is.
Mm.
And
Yeah. Praise to me would be especially at work, I think is where I look at myself the hardest.
okay.
That and my job is pretty challenging, and I guess just being viewed as a person that has the potential that they're looking for at my company. So constantly trying um to be that person for everyone professionally.
I so respect my limitation in understanding your position and your job and your life process. I so respect that I can only try to understand you.
Mhm.
I want to come at it with as a know-it-all. But I want to ask you, do you believe in the universe's purpose for you, exactly as you are, who you are in all things? Do you believe in it, that you're given a specific purpose?
I believe in it. I don't believe that I am confident that that is exactly what I'm exercising.
Mhm.
And I think I'm a little bit of a chicken because I don't think I've been look ma no hands, yet.
Right.
But there is a tremendous amount of respect for that thought pattern and a real true belief. I just wish I could let go more.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, the universe gave you exactly that body, that situation, that personality, that gender, whatever it is. Everything about you is supposed to be like this. And the universe is better if you arrive to what the universe is asking of you.
mhm,
And it is, how can I present more belief in self? It is, how can I bring more light? In the context of my life, you're given circumstances, you're helping the world when you find your medium,
calling.
that gift. I want you to meditate on that.
Mhm.
And I'll do the same.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that.